Well, friends, we're back at Mississauga Greenhouse. Let's dive into some plant shopping. Well, friends, the plumerias are in stock. These are $16 each. I love that they're in the terracotta pot, keeping them nice and sturdy. They can be a bit top heavy, so it's good to have a nice heavy pot at the bottom. We've got the Thai Constellation. Thai Constellation is in a 4-inch pot. These have a few fenestration on the leaves. Beautiful speckling. And they're priced at $28 each. This one's highly variegated back here. They also have a nice restock of the Rex begonia. These are about a 4.5, possibly 5-inch pot, and they're priced at $9 each. The azalea is one of my favorites. They've got 2 different sizes. I just love these. A nice pop of color to have at home in the summer or winter. 4.5-inch pot is $11. Up here they've got the 6-inch pot, and the 6-inch pot is priced at $20. Along with the Rex begonia, I see that they've got some begonia maculatas. We've been seeing a lot of begonia maculatas lately. These are $12 each. Ooh, the Euphorbia milia has caught my eye. These are pretty. That's my favorite Euphorbia milii. These are big flowers. Beautiful ombre color on the flowers. Ooh, the price is nice too. Only $7. That's about a 4-inch pot. Up here, the 6-inch pots are so vibrant, just loaded with flowers. They're a little bit more at $18 each. The more sun you give them, the more they bloom. So they do prefer full sun. They've got the mini rose. Mini rose almost sold out. The pink has been quite popular. Down here, the red, they've got them priced at $8 each. And then look at the pink, she's beautiful. And lots of little buds. And it's the same price. Lavender is one of my favorites. Wow, this is the Elegance Snow English lavender. So it's the white lavender. Ooh. They're $10 each. A nice big pot. I'm loving this. Now, do they come back every year? Are they winter hardy? It's a perennial and full sun. They will handle okay down to minus 23 Celsius. June to October flowering, not bad. Lovely. I think I might have to take this one home. Let's see what else they have over here. We've got some air plants. Air plants are $4 each. We've got tradescantias. It's a nice trailing pot of the tradescantia. And she's reasonable. Tried to get that off, but it's really covered. Maybe this one will give us an idea. $3 each for these tradescantia pots. It looks like some fuchsia, some petunias, or actually impatiens. Perfect for the garden, as well as some begonias. They're $4 each. Over here they've got the regular traditional color lavender, the purple. Now these are in humongous pots, about a 10-inch pot for $18. And is this one winter hardy? I always check. It is hardy. To minus 20 degrees Celsius. So this is something that will survive the winter on my balcony. I just love the lavender. So nice. This patch of the greenhouse always pulls me in. This is where they keep their orchids. Look at these, nicely potted up. Beautiful root system, already parted in bark, which I love. Freshly watered, so nice and healthy. We've got 3 spikes on each and they're priced at $25 each. The calla lilies, beautiful colors on the calla lilies. They're $16 each. They still have a few caladiums in stock. Beautiful big leaves on these caladiums. They're $12 each. And I think every store we've been to so far has variegated orchids. They've got some beautiful clusters of flowers on them, branching, and check out the leaves. Super pretty. These are the mini orchids, so they're priced at a little bit less, $16. Wow, wow friends, look at these African violets. They are so pretty. The daintiest little tiny leaves that are covered by a beautiful cluster of flowers. The white is stunning. Look at the purple. Isn't that nice? The pink. Still a few more buds to open. They're priced at $5 each. The leaves are so cute and tiny. Wow friends, lately the streptocarpus has been speaking to me, and look at these hanging baskets. They're super lush, just loaded with flowers. These look like a 10-inch hanging basket, so they're super impressive. These hanging baskets, they're priced at $22. Well, friends, the greenhouse is looking great. Now that the doors open and we're getting warm weathers, it's just a wonderful feeling. Hot though, but beautiful. We've got some grafted cactus for $14. The cactus section is quite popular. There are these little tiny guys that are in 2.5-inch pots. I can't see the price on that one. This one's looking particularly vicious with those spines. No, they're really wedged in there. Got some fairy as well as the golden barrel cactus for $26. Some opuntias. And check out these bora's tail. It's a nice hanging basket. Really full. Ooh, and freshly watered. Price on these, $25. The air plants in a hanging basket, they're $8. Hoya australis lisa in a hanging basket. They're $10 each. Tradescantia Nanook, she's in a hanging basket as well. They're $12 each. They've got some winter hardy opuntias. I've got one on my balcony and it's survived for now going on 2 years. So they're really tough and will survive the winters being potted and planted outside in the Toronto area. $12 for the 6-inch pots and the 4-inch only $4. They're particularly vicious, so I can see why they've got them covered. Don't want to get that in yet. Hoya Curtisii. Curtisii is $5.20. That's looking beautiful. They do like to stay on the moist side. This one's nice and moist, so it's really thriving. Now on this table, they do have a few alocasias. We've got the fried egg. Wow, these are looking so nice. They're $7.20 each. We've got the alocasia poly. A beautiful basket of the holly. I love seeing a fresh restock. These are $10 each. We've got the ZZ. Look at how nice and black these leaves are. They're $18 each. Now that's about a 4-inch pot. They do have these over here that are $7.20, and that's about a 2.5-inch pot. They've got the Tradescantias. The purple is one of my favorites. They're $5.80. These are looking a little bit past their prime. They've bloomed out. And down here, these nooks are looking nice and fresh. They're only $3.20. These are some interesting Tradescantias too. They're $4. After the Tradescantias, we've got the ivy. Only $4 for the ivy. We've got some Schefflera. The Schefflera is in a humongous pot. $36 each. That's like a 10-inch pot. The money plant. These are only 10 and they're beautifully braided. The hellebores. We've got a few. The hellebores are expensive at this time of the year, $27 each. More of the money plant, and we've got the zebra plant. I'm loving these almost white leaves on the zebra plant. $6.60. We've got some Aurelia. Look at the Aurelia. These are looking particularly good. $4.60 each. The larger Aurelias. Yeah, you can do it as a bonsai. $24 each. 6-inch pot. And look at the peperomia section. Pretty impressive. And you're looking at about $4 for their peperomias. This is their rolling inventory. So quite a few they carry. And the ever so popular Peperomia Hope. Look at this. She's priced at $2.80. Wow. Peperomia Hopes used to be quite costly. We've got the string of turtles. Now these string of turtles are really lush. They're just under $5, $4.60. Here's some more of the strings up. We've got a string of hearts, a variegated string of hearts. $5.20. String of pearls. Just over $5. Looks like a string of bananas. Is this a string of tears? We've got some aloes, but check out these humongous pots of the variegated string of pearls. Just amazing. It's beautiful. They're $20 each. These are fresh, Kalanchoe flapjack. $6.40. A cute succulent. And they bloom as well. Now these are monocarpet, so once they bloom, they tend to die back, but sometimes they do throw off little pups. We've got jade plants. Look at the golden jade. She's $7. Lots of plants in the pot. Just under $4. We've got some more cressula varieties. And golden jades in tiny little, what's this? 2.5-inch pot for $4. They also have the echeverias. Echeverias are very popular here. These are really pretty. The shape on the leaves. And they're $3.60 each. Not bad, because we normally see them for about $3.99, so $3.60 is fair. Just a beautiful selection, but very popular at the same time. Now this is one of my favorites. When I see it, I have to check it out. Echeveria purpursum, thick succulent leaves. She is a little bit more, just under $10. So gorgeous. Now down here, I also see that they've got the living stones, even the tiger jaw. The living stones, the cutest little 1.5-inch pots. For $5.80. And this is about a 2-inch pot for $11.20. Oh wow! Ooh, this is really nice. It's one of those cressulas. Now, what's the name on this one? Cressula Deceptor, string of buttons. But this is an unusual one to find. And there's, what, 5 plants in this pot? And she's $7. Looks like she's the only one left. So popular beauty. We covered these the last time I was here. They do have the sansevierias and philodendrons and the hanging baskets with the pothos.
How much are those pothos?
Isn't that pretty?
How much are those pothos?
They're $20 each. Just under 20 at 18, 19. And down below the philodendrons. Melanochrysum always speaks to me with their beautifully velvety leaves. They're $10 each. We've got some Birkins in here for $7. Banana. These myrtle topiaries are about to bloom. They're $22 each. This is where they've got their bonsais. Already arranged with these junipers for $29. There's a few that's a little bit more. This one back here is $42. But down below the Venus flytraps, which are $9, I see a fresh restock, and you can do your own bonsai with these. They're priced at $14 each. So you can pot them up and trim and design as you'd like. And plant friends, I took a second look. These are actually sundews. I find these to be slightly easier than the Venus flytrap. Oh, they do have the Venus flytraps. Here they are. And they're looking beautiful. Ooh. Look at the amount of traps in this one. The carnivorous plants have been really popular lately. They've got more tradescantias and hanging baskets. This is even larger and more lush. Have I seen a nook in bloom before? I'm not totally certain. And it's $16 for this hanging basket. I love that there's a tray on the hanging basket. Now this one right here, also known as a sugar vine, but it is a succulent. This one's been coming on the market lately at every store, and I'm loving it. Pretty foliage, just gorgeous. And these new leaves, that fire red, and they're reasonable for such an attractive hanging basket. They're only $17 each. Previously we did cover the pothos, and they've got a wide variety. Even the scindapsus with humongous leaves. The photonias. These are growing in nicely. You can get yourself a nice lush, fully grown plant. We've got the spider plants. Dieffenbachs are looking beautiful. These syngoniums are lovely. We've got some Maranta tucked in the mix. And the prices on these are very reasonable. Plant friends, some of these pots are priced quite low, about $4. We've got some lipstick plant. Now this one's nice and curly. The palm. These baby tears. Nice carpet of the baby tears. Calatheas in tiny little 2-inch pots. And these are doing well. Pretty leaves on them. The last time we were here, we found the yellow fusion, and they still have a few. And the price on these, $7. I purchased one the last time, and I keep it in about a ½ inch of water at all times. And it's doing great. The tiny leaves, Photonias, Crotons, Dracaenas, and look at these cordylines. They're priced at $15, like a 6-inch pot. And even more hanging baskets. Scindapsus hanging baskets. They're beautiful, nice big leaves on some of these. That's really beautiful. We're looking at $20 for this hanging basket. Heartleaf philodendron. The Marble Queen pothos. Back down to this beautiful hanging basket. And the Tradescantias. There's even the Peperomia Hope in hanging baskets for $8. Lastly, we'll finish with the ferns. They have a fantastic selection of ferns. That's their rolling inventory, so you can get yourself staghorn fern, maidenhair fern, asparagus, heartleaf fern, the blue star fern, button fern, autumn fern. Wow, friends, just a fantastic list. And let's not forget the Boston fern. Well, friends, on this shopping trip, I picked up the white lavender. It's winter hardy, so I'm excited about growing this one on the balcony. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and follow me on Instagram at Life of Bellina.